Hey, what is up guys? Ghost Gaming here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to ink like Jim Lee. Now, for anybody who follows my Instagram knows I like to draw in a Jim Lee art style, as you can see right here. Now, I'm sorry for any shadows that might be blocking any detail. I don't have the best setup right now. I'm literally just recording with my phone, so I'm going to see if different angles will work so I can show you guys better and so I can draw a little bit better. So, for anybody who knows Jim Lee, which I believe most of you guys do, knows that he draws in a particular art style. Now, I like to replicate this art style because, one, it's fun for me, and two, it just looks good. So, I'm gonna try to split this up into 2 to 3 parts. So, possibly 4 parts. So part 1 will just be outlining Batman, part 2 will be outlining Catwoman, and part 3 will be inking with this, the both of them, and also any touch-ups I need I will use some whiteout. So the pen that I am inking with is a Micron 01 pen, and so let's get into this. So, along with also inking, I do want to show you guys some little tips and tricks that Jim Lee likes to use and that I like to use. And so, basically this is not a drawing tutorial, this is an inking tutorial. Because to draw like Jim Lee, you gotta get your basic anatomy down. Like, as you see, I have my basic anatomy down. I've been drawing for 13, 14 years. So, just keep that in mind. So, I'm gonna be starting with the nose area and working my way around here. Now, in certain spots, I will have to ink a part of Catwoman's finger right here, just so I can get the chin part done. And so that is a little problem that I may run into, but anyway, I don't want to make the video too long, so let's just get into it. So the best way to do this is just keep a steady hand while also trying to preserve as much detail as possible. And so, the straighter your lines are, the cleaner it'll come out. Now, in certain parts, you do kind of want it to be a little bit more messy, and that's fine. And so, literally, I'm just doing the outlining phase right now, and the outlining phase is the easiest and most difficult part. Now, see, I made a mistake here, so what I can do is I can go over like that and just shade it in like that, and just kind of give a little bit of value to it. So then go up here. Now, those who've seen my Instagram know I already redid this, so I'm going to move the paper a little bit, just so I can see it and you guys can see it. So I'm going to be doing this part right here. So it's relatively easy. There. And now, but for those who've seen my Instagram posts know that I already drew this once before a long time ago. And those people might be asking, why am I redrawing this and posting this to YouTube? Well, very simple answer is, this is going to be a part of a project that I'm doing with my room. And so, instead of taking an old piece that's in my portfolio, which, let me just show you that real quick. So, basically, the drawing in my portfolio that I have that's of this piece is literally, hold up, let me just move the camera, that one. That's the drawing in my portfolio. And so I'm redoing this one just to add a little bit more detail to it and a little bit more cleaner, because that's when I first started drawing in that art style. This has been a year after. So it's just really just natural now for me to draw like this. But I will take some of my best pieces from that portfolio and do something with them. I may post a video on it, or I may just put it on my Instagram. Either way, the public will see it. And so it's very simple to outline. It's not too difficult. Now, here's a trick that I like to do, and this is a part of the tricks. So where whiteout is and where I'm going to be putting dark spots, so this is going to be filled in right here with my Copic marker. Now, this bubble up here, which I don't know if you guys can see it, but that will be a white spot. So it'll kind of create a value. And if I don't feel comfortable coloring it in with the Copic marker, what I'll do is I'll leave it as a pencil outline, cover it with Copic, and then go in with whiteout and go over it, because the pencil will show through the ink, which is a very neat trick that helps me if I'm in a dark lit area and I can't really see what I'm doing. It'll just help me kind of have a little bit of a guideline to where I need to put that white out. And so this is probably the most boring part of the entire video, is just outlining. But if you want to see the whole thing, then you kind of gotta watch all 3 or 4 parts. Now, if you guys like this type of video, I will upload more of it. And if you guys are going to comment down below saying, oh, draw this or draw that, I do not take commissions. So it's not going to be one of those things where like, oh yeah, I want you to draw Superman choking out Batman, like I've already done that before and I don't plan on doing that again, because 1, I'm a big Batman fan, but 2, that picture is from my uncle, and my uncle is not doing too well right now. So, I just felt like drawing him one of his favorite superheroes and just trying to give him a little bit of hope there. No pun intended. But, yeah, basically you just want to, if you draw and you draw in immense detail like this, you want to stick to how you drew. Because if you don't, then your lines are not going to look really good. And the whole thing with this is patience. Patience is your best friend while drawing something like this. Now you see, I've already just inked that part right there, and I'm starting to ink this. Now, for this part right here, I can't go in with a Copic marker. It'll just be too big of a line for me to even think about it. So, what I like to do is when I'm done inking, I like to go in with my Micron pen, and I like to just basically shade it in. Now I'm sorry if this video will put you to sleep. I did not intend it to. It's just whenever I draw, I like to be focused because if I don't focus on the piece that I'm doing, sometimes I get a little sidetracked, and especially during the coloring phase of it, I'll just make a mistake and then I'll have to restart all over. And I'm one of those type of people that if I get one thing wrong on the entire piece, even though if it's something just kind of fixable, I will crumple it up and restart it. Which might not bode well for me in the future, but right now it just helps me to remember, hey, I need to do this way, otherwise the whole piece is screwed up. Now, I'm normally used to sitting down somewhere and having the clipboard on my lap and drawing like that. It's just the easiest way for me, personally. So I would normally get something like this, something a little bit simpler, done in about 30 minutes to an hour, while here, like within the first 5 minutes, this already would have all been done. It would have all been done and over with. I wouldn't have to worry about it. So just so you can get a general idea, so like right here, these pencil dots, I'm not even going to touch, because I plan on going over it, then using my whiteout and putting them there after after I did all the coloring. So, and we do that, there. Now, this is probably the hardest part of Batman's face, is getting his lips done, because I gotta get this done perfectly, and I also don't want to take it off of the table so you guys don't miss anything. Now, I know that there's some people with some good talent and everything, you know, like basically they know how to draw, they kind of know how to ink, but they don't understand it fully, and so they make some mistakes. And this type of video is for those type of people who pretty much want to draw really detailed comic book art, but they don't know how to go about it. And so, where I'm going to ink on Catwoman's fingers from here all the way up to there. So this is going to be the most easy part of it, because it's just literally one consecutive curved line. And done. And then I go in here, block that off, go in here, and go down to about, we're going to end off right here on Catwoman's finger. And now people who have OCD may be like, oh, why didn't he finish the hand? Well, it's just because I don't want to right this second, especially in the first part of the video. This is just inking Batman. And unfortunately enough, how this drawing is designed, the finger is technically a part of Batman's chin, if you're looking at it from a shape standpoint. So like, you have the shape standpoint right here, and it all goes down to right here and right here. Because this is all going to be filled in with black, I have to go down to here, otherwise it wouldn't look right in the end. So we're going to go to Batman's chin, and we're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna go up here. Now, something that I do like to do a lot is jump around on certain things. So like, you saw I was supposed to go from here upwards. Well, it's because it's just how I like to do things. I don't really like to just stay in one spot. I like to kind of move around a lot. And so there we go. Alright, now this is a more difficult part right in here. This is really difficult. So I may have to split this up into multiple parts, because I just realized how long the video was. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to finish up this part right here, and I'll continue the video in another part. And I'll release these parts daily, although they'll all be done and recorded on the same day. Just so you guys know. And so I know most people don't want to sit through a 20-minute long video, so like I wanted to put it at least at 10 minutes, but sadly got a little carried away. Now, because I don't have a good editing software yet, I'm gonna have to just put the live and raw footage on there, but it'll just show that it's a little bit more acceptable this way. Okay, so I'll leave it at right there for right now, and just so you guys can see kind of the full image so far. What I have done is from here upwards. I don't have those lines done yet, and to here. And so this is what I have so far. Now, for those people who might be wondering, oh, did you trace it? No, I did not. And you see, back when I first started getting into like anime drawing and a little bit of comics here or there, everybody said because of the simplicity of my drawings, it looks like I traced it. And nobody could believe I had that steady of a hand. Well, a little bit more practice and a little bit more understanding of value and everything and shading, it got me to where I'm at now, and so it allows me to teach you guys things about drawing and about how to do certain things. I may in the future do anatomy, proportioning, or whatever you want to call it, but for right now I'm just going to stick to inking, because drawing anatomy behind a phone screen is very difficult compared to inking something that's already there. So anyway, this has been Ghost Gaming. I'm going to sign off. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.